Hi guys, I'm Philip from Pheno-Inspect, and in this video I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a field plan and to digitize your plots from scratch using our plant analyzer tool, the web-based platform for digital phenotyping and crop monitoring workflows. Beforehand, I want to give you some general information about Pheno-Inspect. So we are basically an AI and image processing service provider for the agricultural sector. We are very active in the plant breeding sector and agricultural field trials and research sector, but also in crop production. We are basically active in creating prescription and application maps and use cases similar to that. So if you want to know more about the company in general, I recommend visiting our homepage or our LinkedIn profile. Now let's jump into the creation of field plans. So after we created an ortho mosaic using our tool, which is basically part of another video I will link in the notes, or you will find it on our channel. We come to the next step, that we have a field plan which we want to associate to the data in order to evaluate each microplot separately in the context of different properties. Let's say plant count, canopy development, or homogeneity, things like that. So here in this case we have a sugar beet trial, and we have the problem that we have captured the drone data with very accurate sensor, so with RTK GPS, but we don't have a digital field plan because it was planned in some other tool where we don't had this GPS accuracy, and we cannot really just import it and fit it to the data. There could be also the other way around, that you have not exact or not accurate drone data because you flew with an older drone without RTK and you don't use ground control points, and then it doesn't matter if your field plan is very accurate or not, it will potentially not fit to the data. Or you don't have a field plan at all. This is another scenario, so you need to digitize it from scratch. So this I will show in the next minute, and you will see how easy it is basically in the tool using our plot generator. So typically when I planned this trial and I conduct it during the season, I have an idea about how the inner structure of the microplots is, because this was part of the planning, of course. So in this particular case, we know that within my trial I have kind of 24 times 21 plots, which I want to assess with the AI model later on. I also know that between my 24 plots in this direction, I have a gap of 3 meters between the plots. And this prior knowledge I can model with our plot generator tool, and then I can create an initial geometry. So what you see here is basically the inner geometry based on these parameters, and we can put it wherever we want in the tool. So now my goal is basically to bring this exactly to the place where we want to have it, and for this we have placed some markers in the field in order to reference the area of interest we are going to assess later with the AI. And I only have to put basically the geometry I just created to the markers. And here in this case I see that basically the marker is set not exactly at the position I want between the rows. Therefore I directly take this into account. And then I have to stretch the last axis, and then you will see that the plan gets more and more meaningful with respect to what we see in the actual data. And here we see also that the marker is placed between the plots, so between the rows, and then we can basically control over the rows. Every plot contains 3 rows now, which is exactly the planet trial, and we see also that it quite fits well between basically the plots along this 24 plots direction. However, we see that there is a slight offset from north to south, so we could basically adjust the entire grid a bit more towards south, such that the plots really fit perfectly. So doing that, now we have basically matched the plot grid to the actual image data, and now we can save that. And the nice part is, since we flew with RTK GPS with the drone and have now a very accurate field plan created, we can also reuse that when we create the next drone mission. We simply can use the field plan we just created now and simply import it into the next mission, because whenever we maintain the RTK accuracy along the entire pipeline, so meaning all the drone flights during season, and also maybe by importing field plans from another entity, so from your planning also, it's always the case that we, with an accuracy of 2 to 5 centimeters, can import that field plan, which is a really nice property of the technology we have access on a low budget range already today. So basically now I create the plots and I can select, basically I want to create these plots only for that image, or I can create them basically for the site for the mentioned reuse. So now I create them on site, and basically now they will be processed and later on will be shown, and then I have access to the plots and can create the AI models. I hope in this video I could show you basically how easy it is to create a field plan with Pheno-Inspect's plot generator tool. There are also other options to use the plot generator tools with other prior knowledge you can induce, but this is not part of this video. I appreciate if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and then I keep you posted basically on recent updates we will have with the features in our plant analyzer. And yeah, hope to talk to you soon, and if you're interested, just drop me a mail or give us a call and we can talk about if we can serve basically modern image processing for your agricultural project. Thanks a lot. Bye guys.